take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Gain of 10. Good enough for first down.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Lewis. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked up.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Swings it out to his running back. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
Nah, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Overton. This time he's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Gamecocks are on the move. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Overton. Under fire. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to fire to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Tigers! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Overton. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes into 24.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's out past the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Now the play fake. Now improvising. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Clemson, 28, South Carolina, 0.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Overton. Finds his man in the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
South Carolina, 0.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Back to pass, it's Overton. Got his man quickly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Makes the grab on the left. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Overton. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on third down.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And the Clemson offense will take over 1st and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The give to the tailback. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Overton. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Looking left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for room. It's Stewart. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up second down.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Ready, set, here we go.
Dropping back, it's Overton. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Finds us back in the middle. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Napier. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defense playing pass all the way. They understand the situation beautifully. They've got to throw the football. They weren't fooled by the pass. They break on the football and get the interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop. And you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On first down from the 13-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.